Hello students. Today we will be going over slope-intercept form of a line. So we're going to review this. First of all, the slope-intercept form of a line. Hopefully from the starter you remember that the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, with m being the slope and b being the y-intercept. So if we're going to write the equation of the line in slope-inter form of this one, first we're going to find the slope, and we can draw a triangle first, and we could say how much did we rise? We actually went down 4, so m equals -4, and we went to the right one, rise over run. We simplify that and it's -4. Then we have to find out where it crosses the y-axis. As you all know, the y-axis is this one right here, and you say, Miss Rupert, we can't see where it crosses the line. So we can do one of two things. You can either draw out the graph like this, know that you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. So we know that one of our points is 3, -1. Our next one rose 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, so that's 1, 7. Then we can go back again and say 0, what? If I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, that's going to be right on the y-axis. So if you can actually extend your graph, that's the easiest way, okay? And then on future problems, I'll show you exactly how to do it if you're just giving 2 points and you can't get to the y-axis. So here it's going to be across the y-axis right here at 0, 11. So we could say y equals, m is your slope, -4, x, and then b is 11. Okay? So that's how you do the first one on this review worksheet. Go ahead and do the next two, and then go ahead and I'll be around to help you, and then we'll go on to the next set of problems. The next one I'm going to go over is number 4. Given a point and the slope, find the equation through 5, 3, and has the slope of 1/5. Okay, so again we use the same equation, y equals mx plus b. We have to find out what m is and find out what b is. So our slope, they give us our slope is 1/5. So we know y equals 1/5 x plus b. But we don't know what that b is. However, we do know 1x right there and 1y right there. So we're going to put those two numbers in for this and find out what b is. And that is not a 6. You might want to capitalize it so people know it's not a 6. So our y is 3, so we say 3 equals 1/5. Our x is going to be 5 plus b. Okay? So then we multiply it out and solve. So we go 3 equals 1/5 times 5 is 1 plus b. Okay? And then we go -1 here, and we see that b equals 2. Okay, we're not done yet. We still have to write the equation that goes through this point and has that slope. So at the very end, we put y equals, m is our slope, that's 1/5, x, and then b is 2, plus 2. If this had been a negative number, you could have just put minus whatever number. And there's your final answer. And you can always go back and check that by putting this point in, making sure that's the slope that matches that. If we put 5 in there, 5 times 1/5 is 1 plus 2. Did we get 3 out? And the answer is yes. So that's how you do number 4. Okay? So again, pause this video and go ahead and do that problem. Next, we'll go on to number 7. Now we're just given 2 points, and we are not given our equation. So we have 3, -1, and 0, 5. So first we have to find the slope through those 2 points. So we name one x1, y1, x2, y2. And then we use our handy dandy formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So now that we've named our numbers here, this makes it really easy to find the slope. So we say y2 is 5 minus y1 is -1 over x2 is 0 minus 3. 5 plus +1 is 6. 0 minus 3 is -3. And then we simplify that to -2. So we know our slope through those 2 points is going to be -2. We never leave a negative on the bottom, and you always simplify as much as you can here. Okay? So now we have this slope, and we have 2 points on our line. And actually, 0, 5, that's kind of an easy one because 5 is our y-intercept. However, I'm going to do it the longer way because you'll have 2 more problems like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into our formula, y equals mx plus b, which is similar to this. So we put y equals m is -2x plus b. And I'm going to capitalize it so no one thinks it's a 6. Okay? Now we're going to choose one of these to be our y and our x. So I'm going to say y is 5 equals -2 times 0 plus b. 5 equals 0 plus b. So if I minus 0, b equals 5. And I kind of wrote that backwards there, but so our lovely slope-intercept form of the line is y equals, our slope is -2x, and then we put plus b, plus 5. Then we can check both of our points. If I put 3 in there for x, 3 times -2 is -6 plus 5. Do I get -1 out? And the answer is yes. If I put 0 in for x, -2 times 0, 0 plus 5, do I get 5 out? Yes. So there, you're all done with that one. Okay, next I will go on to the next section. Go ahead and do those next couple of problems. I'll be around to help you if you need it. Okay, number 10. Find the equation of the line parallel to the given line and passes through the given point. So basically, it's almost the exact same thing we did before. So it has to be parallel to this line. Remember, if it's parallel, well, then what would it have? It would have the same slope. Okay? So you're correct. So the same, we're saying our slope is equal to 1/2. So we go back to our equation, y equals mx plus b. M is our slope. We know our slope is 1/2. And this will be our x, and this will be our y, and then we can solve for b. And again, I should make it a capital letters so no one thinks it's a 6. Okay? So y is 3. M is 1/2. X is -4 plus b. And we're going to solve for b. And this goes all the way back to first term when you learned how to solve equations. So 3 equals, multiply this out, -2 plus b. We add 2 to both sides, and b equals 5. Okay, then we write it, y equals m, what's our slope? 1/2 x plus 5. And we could double check that, make sure this point is on this line by putting in -4 here. 1/2 of -4 is -2 plus 5. That does indeed make it 3, or y. If we put in 1/2 here, we make sure, oh, they both have the same slope, so this line is parallel to that line. Okay, go ahead and do the next couple, and I'll go on to the next one. Okay, now we have to find the equation of the line perpendicular to the given line and passes through the given point. So here we have our equation. What happens if it's perpendicular to a line? You can pause the video and answer that question. Okay, so remember, perpendicular has to be the inverse, the negative reciprocal of this -4. So if this is negative, then our reciprocal has to be positive. So the slope will be equal to, we flip the 4, so it's 1/4, and it has to be positive since this is negative, because the 2 multiplied together should equal -1 if one is perpendicular to the other one. So that is our slope, 1/4. Now we have a point and a slope, and we can put it in our equation to solve for b. So remember, y equals mx plus b. Okay? Our y, this is our x, this is our y is 1. 1 equals, our slope is 1/4, x is 2 plus b. And again, I should make it capital B. Okay. So 1 equals, 1/4 of 2 is 2/4, which reduces to 1/2. This is positive, so we subtract 1/2 here. So B equals 1/2. And if you got 0.5, that's just fine. Okay, now we need to put it in our slope-intercept form right over here. So we get y equals, our slope is 1/4, x plus b is 1/2. And if we get time in class, I think we will have it, I want you to work on 16 and 17 in class and work in pairs, okay? So go ahead, find a neighbor and work on 16 and 17. Those are a couple of story problems, but this could happen in real life. And it's comparing skating companies, I believe. Okay? All right, go ahead, students. You rock.